Hi guys, greetings to you all. My name is Hamza Suleiman, and once again I'm back on the Stratford Africa channel. If you follow this channel very well, you realize that over the past few weeks we haven't been doing what we've been doing for the past year now on this channel. That is doing content about football and Manchester United in general. But thank God, in this new year 2021 we are back now, and we are back with full vim. So my apologies to you all who have been looking forward to seeing content from me, but I have disappointed you over the past few weeks and haven't done that for you. I'm very sorry. I've gone back to school, and school pressure coupled with the fact that over the past few weeks I wasn't feeling pretty much well, and the results over the past few weeks too has been very, very demoralizing. But thank God now I'm over my health issues, and I will try and juggle this with school. Yeah, so happy new year to you all, and please stay safe out there. Let's do this. So in 2021, this is our first video, and in this first video of 2021 we shall be taking a very in-depth look into our upcoming game against Wolves, which will be played on Monday at Old Trafford. So this is your match preview to the Wolves game. Yeah, so as usual guys, please get into the comment section, subscribe if you are new, let me know your thoughts on the upcoming match and rank next time so far here, and let me see all your new year wishes all. So as I have already said, sorry for the break. It was very uncalled for, and we are back now, so no more breaks, and we are back with more fire. Yes, so as I said, this video is the Wolves game preview. But before we do that, I would like to spare some few minutes and talk about our new manager, Ralf Rangnick's time here. Ever since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was shown the exit door, I haven't been here to talk or discuss Manchester United with you guys. Yeah, so I think we said our goodbyes to Ole, so that one is done. We've turned a new leaf, and we need to be moving forward. Ole's time has come to an end, and Ralf Rangnick has been here for close to about a month now. But if we are going to be honest with ourselves, we will see that the performances we see on the field is still that of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's team. This team doesn't look anywhere close to Rangnick, especially if we are going to go by what he has been saying ever since he's been here, what he demands and what he wants. I don't think what I have seen corresponds goes nowhere near Ralf Rangnick's team. Yes, and it is early days yet. Let's hope that they improve and they take on board his ideas and go on and become a better team. You understand? Yes. So I think results-wise, Rangnick's start hasn't been that bad, because if you consider the fact that he has taken 7 Premier League points from the available 9, you really can't moan about that. But the problem has been the performances and the display. It has not been good enough. It has not been good to watch. We haven't been entertaining. The man has been touted around as the inventor of the Jejam press football style, but this Manchester United team doesn't press. They only pressed for about 30 minutes against Crystal Palace. I think that was the only new manager bounce we had. Our new manager bounce only lasted for about 30 minutes, and then we are back to old ways. So the problems that this team has, they are fundamental issues, and they will require time to deal with. So let's give him time and be patient and see what he can achieve with us up to the end of this season. This team, we are still sloppy on the ball. We are still bad in defensive transitions, and therefore we concede chance after chance after chance, and we still make weak teams, shit teams that we come up against look very good and very decent. Yesterday I was watching Watford play Tottenham Hotspur, and I was thinking to myself, wow, so this Watford team scored 4 goals against us. I couldn't believe it. They were absolutely shit yesterday, and they were able to score 4 goals past us. Take Norwich for example. The other day Norwich came up against Arsenal and they conceded 5 goals. Arsenal put 5 past Norwich. Crystal Palace put 3 goals past Norwich. And when we came up against Norwich, what happened? David De Gea was the man of the match. We lost control of that game. Billy Gilmore was the midfield maestro in that game. That small kid outplayed all our midfielders, and we couldn't even have an iota of control on that game. So I think this team still lacks the fundamentals. Stuff that are basic to footballers, they don't have it. things like first clean touches, nice, just clean passes, 5-yard passes, they can't do it. Defensive transition is not there. Ability to play in tight spaces, zero. So these are the issues that Rangnick will have to, sort out. So I think his time here, he has started well resource-wise, but the performance have left a lot to be desired. And given the fact that the COVID outbreak at the camp too hasn't helped, and Rangnick has spoken about that a couple of times, because the number of training sessions he was wishing or hoping to have with the boys, the COVID outbreak, they've had to close down the training camp, and then also they couldn't train. So they are still lacking a bit practically, even though he said they have discussed a lot of his ideas theoretically with the team. So let's hope they are able to take it on board and then implement it very well. So that being said, I think we have to take a look at our upcoming game, which is against Wolves. This is a very crucial game, especially in our fights to finish in the top 4. We don't have to drop points like we did against Newcastle. Yes, for our past games we haven't been playing well, but the game against Burnley, even though the performance wasn't that convincing to me, but I think it was a little bit better than the Newcastle performance. So I think that was a narrow step ahead, and then we can take that as a confidence and then go ahead and build on that. So I think Wolves are a very difficult team to play against, especially for us. Ever since they came back to the Premier League with Nuno Santos, we've always struggled against them. It's only last season that we managed to do a double over them. You understand? So Wolves, our matches against Wolves have always been difficult, yes, and I don't see this time around to be any different. So our players will have to be up to speed. They will have to compete physically. They will have to, play and do the basics well to stand a chance of winning this game. Yeah, because Wolves are much better than Burnley. So I think we have to up our game more than we did against Burnley to stand a chance. Yes. So I think the injury situations in the football club is not that bad. Pogba is the only player out. Martial might not play because he has requested to leave the football club. So I think his situation is still a little bit complicated. So he might not be involved. And then also I think Bailey too will not be involved because he might have left to go and prepare for the AFCON, which will be coming up later on this month. You understand? Yeah, so I think we have only those 3 players out. And then also Bruno Fernandes missed our last game against Burnley through suspension, and he will be back in contention for this game. So I think Lindelof too will be ready. I suspect that he has recovered from the COVID he picked up, and then he might be ready and available for selection. So I think those are the players we have out, and the Wolves game coming up. So let's look at our predicted 11 for that game. Yes, I think the 11 I will pick, I wouldn't change it that much from the Burnley game. So DJ will be in goal. I'll have Wan-Bissaka at right back, even though I think it's time for Rangnick to try and play Luke Shaw and Dalot as fullbacks. But Wolves have got very tricky wingers, and Adama Traore, for example, is a very troublesome winger with his pace, strength, and ability to dribble. So I think Wan-Bissaka will be needed in this game to make us defensively more solid than Dalot. Maybe our subsequent games Dalot can come in. And then at centre back, Bailey is not going to be there, so I think I will play Varane and Lindelof, even though I'm not sure. I think Rangnick will play Maguire again. Maguire is not in top form. He's not in form at all. Right now, he's not playing well, but one way or the other, he keeps getting into the team. So I think Maguire might play, but left onto me, I would have paired Lindelof to Varane, because Lindelof has been our best centre back this season. So he doesn't deserve to lose his place in the team for Maguire. Maguire hasn't been in top form at all. And then for left back, I think Luke Shaw is our best left back now, and everybody has to agree to that fact. Telles have had a run in the game, and he hasn't really shown anything that extraordinary that Shaw didn't show, you understand? So I think we need to do our best to get Shaw back to the form that he was in last season. I think that really helps us a lot going forward. Yes, if Shaw is back to that best of his shape and playing like he did last season, it will help us. Shaw will have to start getting a run in the game now. And then in midfield, I think I'll play Matic and Scott as he did against Burnley, and let Matic hold and give Scott more of a free role, because Scott is not a holding midfielder. If you give him a free role, a box-to-box role, it suits him a lot. Look at the way he played very well against Burnley. And people were saying he has that one game every year that he tends to prime Zidane and then go vanishing again. So that Burnley game was it for him, and then we should expect to see something like that from him in the next 12 months time. You understand? But I think the role that they gave him in that game suited him. He's not a holding midfielder, and Matic is a very, very experienced one at that, so he allows him to bomb forward and come back. And then also Matic also help in the build-up play. If Scott is playing there, Scott always goes hiding, and our defenders are pressed and they don't know how to progress the ball. But if Matic is available, Matic always shows himself for the ball, and then it helps us in our ball progression. So I'll play Scott and Matic at the midfield pivot. Now the very important part is our front four, especially if Rangnick is going to stick to his 4-2-2-2 formation. The front four, Rangnick, by now it should be clear to Rangnick that the front four he picked against Newcastle, it doesn't work. He doesn't have to pick that front four, never again. Never should he pick that front four again. Rashford, Greenwood, Ronaldo, Bruno, that combination doesn't work, because all of these four players, they are all goal centered. They are all shoot first players. So if you play them, we don't have cohesion in the final third. Everybody is trying to shoot from all silly angles, and then we'll be playing hero balls all over. Bruno will be kicking the ball like he's mad. You understand? So I think that front four doesn't work, and he should never pick that front four together again. So in my opinion, I think Cavani and Sancho are constant stays in that front four. So we either play Rashford and Greenwood, or you play Greenwood and Bruno, or Rashford or Ronaldo. Anyone, any two of the others you pick, and then you add them to Sancho and Cavani, because these two guys are team players and they will play for the team. But the others that I have mentioned earlier on, they are always too centered on scoring goals. That is why we don't have cohesion in the final third. Whenever we attack, we lose the ball so easily, and then the opposition will counter us, and then we will concede chance after chance after chance. Our front four doesn't keep the ball well enough, so we are unable to dominate the other team and pin them down and give them wave and wave of pressure. You understand? And I think it is a result of the combination of players that we pick. Sometimes they don't suit each other. Ronaldo, Rashford, Greenwood and Bruno doesn't suit each other. If you play Ronaldo and Bruno, then you have to play Cavani and Sancho. You don't pick Rashford and Greenwood. Those four guys, they always get goal centered, and it doesn't work. So I think I'll play Ronaldo, Cavani, and then Sancho and maybe Bruno or Greenwood. Any of them that he picks will be fine for me. So I think our team still lacks a lot of technical ability, and the players need to work on that to improve that. Those are basic things, and they are fundamental issues. You understand? If you can't make a 5-yard pass, I don't think the tactics can help you. You understand? Yes. If you can't control the ball cleanly with your first touch and then move with it, no matter the type of tactics you play, it won't help you. So our players really need to improve on their tactical ability. On their technical ability, and then from there we can try and go and have a very good season. I think this season the top 4 race will be the most interesting thing to watch, because even the title race is almost over. Not only for us but for the league. It looks as if Manchester City is just slowly running away with the league, and then the interest or the race really is going to be for the top 4 race, because there's West Ham in the mix. We are there. Arsenal is there. Tottenham Hotspur are there. So the race for that 4th place is going to be very hot, and we can't keep playing the way we play. If we keep on like that, we won't make top 4. We really have to grow, mature, and play a mature game, control games, keep the ball better, defend as a team, and then if you can press as Rangnick wants, fine. But this team so far, I haven't been impressed with the way they press at all. I think they still have a lot to learn from him to sort of implement his ideas. You understand? Yes. So please subscribe to the channel if you are new, and smash a like on the video and share it. Yes, this new year we are back with more fire, and we are going to be giving you content back to back, you know. Yes, so please get into the comment section. As I said in the beginning, let's get interactive. Let's talk about the team. Let's talk about the performance and our expectations. So I think if you play well, we might just win it 2-1 or 3-1, because we struggle to keep a clean sheet. So I don't expect us to keep a clean sheet. I think we will just make it a 2-1 or a 3-1 win, and then from there we can move on and hope to become a better team. For now, we are not playing well at all. We are not. So until we meet again next time after the game to discuss what happened on the field, have a nice time to you all, and once again, Happy New Year. Stay safe out there. Bye bye.